Hi everyone, today we're making one of the best Ghanaian meals, banku and okro. Trust me, it's so simple to make banku and okro, but if you're able to learn it and make it really well, you're really good to go. And banku and okro is one of the meals I can really make well. So let me teach you guys how I make my banku and okro. Now for the pepper mixture, I do not add any tomatoes to it. Tomatoes and okro, they don't see eye to eye like at all. So if you are going to make okro stew and you add tomatoes, that means you really don't want it to draw, or even if it will draw, if you add tomatoes, it could cut later on. But then we're going to just use our bell pepper, carrot, ginger, garlic, and some onions with my natural spices like my rosemary, bay leaf, and then I'm going to blend it. And this is what we have, guys. So this is going to be a pepper mixture, and you can use the same thing to season your meat, and we're going to use that to make the stew or the base as well. Can you see that? Really simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my proteins. I'm using cow meat, some tripe, some clams, some WELE. I'm going to add the crabs and the rest later because I don't want it to overcook. I want it to be crunchy. So I'm going to add in the pepper mixture, and then I'm going to add in my seasoning. For the seasoning, I always go with my REMIE chicken, REMIE beef, MAGGIE cube mixed together into one spice, and then I use it to season my food. So I'm just going to cover this and let it cook. Please, tripe can take a long time to cook, so if possible you can just take that out and then steam it on the side, or you can cook it with the meat. But then if you want to cook it with the meat, make sure you're soaking it overnight, okay, so that you can just let it become soft a bit before you steam it. Now let's make our stew. I'm really a palm oil girl, so when I'm making any meal that requires palm oil, I make sure I add a lot of it because I love it so much. So I'm going to add in some momoni to this. If I'm making okra stew, I will say what the momoni chassis on the low, what I say. Now add in your sliced onions. I'm using 2 large onions here. Just give this a good mix. Let it fry for some time, and then add in the pepper mixture. Can you see that? No tomatoes, just pepper mix. And I'm going to make sure I fry this for a long time so that it becomes a bit darker than the usual color. That's how I was taught by one Davi in Volta region. Yeah? In Tisametode, when I learned it, I'm like, wow, this is good for me. I'm going to do this all the time. Now I'm going to cook my okro in your saucepan. Add in your okro. Go in with some ADEME because I want the soup to be very nice and healthy. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. And if you don't want your soup to be too watery, make sure you don't add a lot of water, okay? So a little bit of the water is enough. Now to make the soup draw or become slimy, I'm going to add some baking soda to this. This really works well. So if you want your okro to be very slimy or to draw, then make sure you throw some baking soda into it. A little bit will work very well for you. Now okra doesn't keep long to cook, so within 5 minutes it should be ready, and then take it off your heat source. Otherwise it will be very watery, and you wouldn't want that. Okra doesn't like that at all. Now my stew is ready. Can you see how this is looking? Go ahead and add in some seasoning to your taste, and then add in your smoked mackerel. Now add in your proteins that you cooked earlier. I added some crabs to this because I wanted my stew to be very nice. Go ahead and add some meat stock just to bring out the flavor of the stew more, and then give this a good mix. You guys, this stew, at this point I can't eat this like this because it tastes so good. But then I'm making okra stew, so add in your cooked okra. Can you see how the okra is looking? Very nice. Don't overcook it, just like this, because it's going to cook in the stew as well. So if you overcook this, it's going to become watery. So after you pour the okra into your stew as well, just let it cook for 5 minutes and take it off your heat source. Otherwise, see okra so please have time for it, okay? Now my okra stew is ready. Can you guys see that? Davi is in. It looked so good, and it tasted even better. Trust me, like one of the best meals I've ever made. So it's ready, and I'm just going to make my banku. For the banku, I have a recipe of how I make my banku on my channel. I'm going to drop the link here. You can just check it out, okay? But just to go over the measurement, if you are someone who likes very soft banku, then more cassava dough, less corn dough. So 5 cups of cassava dough, 3 cups of the corn dough, and then 6 cups of water. Mix and then make your banku. And when you want to cook the banku, you just add in 1 1/4 cup of water, and that's it, guys. Your banku is ready. And just saying that when you use rubber to wrap your banku, it has a lot of long-term health risk, okay? So let's use our leaves to wrap our banku, and I tried it for the first time and I do not regret it. It gave my banku some flavor, eh? The banku tasted so natural. I was like, wow, why did I miss on this? Why did I miss on this? We don't like healthy stuff. Like, we need to start learning how to like healthy stuff. So you can wrap your banku in plantain leaves, or you can use the wache leaves. This kind of leaf, I don't know the name for it. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. It's the one that they put the wache inside, you know. If you know the name for that, please let me know, because I really want to know as well. Now this is ready. Can you see how the banku is looking? My goodness, it was good, trust me, hands down. So let's all try this and see how it goes for you as well. I'm just going to serve my banku with my hot okra stew, and it was so good. My goodness, my siblings enjoyed it. They couldn't even tell me. But then I heard them screaming my name and saying how good the food was, but they will never admit to me. Honestly, siblings are so annoying, but that's how good the food was. I need you guys to try it. And you see, the okra is not watery. We don't want that. It should be like stew, just like this. Now just serve yourself and enjoy, and let me know if you are going to try this recipe. And if you do, don't forget to let me know how it goes as well. You can DM me anywhere on my social media pages about anything as well. At this point, I just went straight into it, used my hands. Can you see how soft my banku is? And it was perfect. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my videos as well. Bye.